U.S. Military Explosive Ordnance Disposal personnel, commonly referred to as EOD, are some of the bravest service members in the U.S. military. As quite literally the bomb squad of the military, these warriors put themselves in harm's way unlike any other. But there's one service branch's EOD that stands out among the rest, bringing with it a multitude of unique opportunities. That would be the U.S. Navy's Explosive Ordnance Disposal. From their training, abilities, and the way they are leveraged, U.S. Navy EOD personnel set themselves apart from the rest of the EOD communities. Not only that, but they have one of the toughest selection processes of any EOD community. With that said, what makes Navy EOD unique from the rest of the EODs? What is Navy EOD capable of? And if you're interested in joining this community, what does it take? We're going to answer all of those questions for you and much more. This is U.S. Navy EOD. Picture a Navy sailor who can kick down doors, jump, dive, shoot, and blow stuff up, all while rocking some hella good hair. We're not talking about the Navy SEALs, we're talking about Navy EOD technicians. While Navy EOD can be quickly summarized as the bomb squad for the US Navy, they are much more capable than your average police department's bomb squad. Whether it's augmenting a SEAL team, Special Forces ODA, or protecting the President of the United States with the Secret Service, there are a wide variety of lines of work a Navy EOD technician can find themselves in. In a nutshell, EOD techs detect, locate, render safe, and dispose of explosive threats all over the world. The threats can be anything from chemical, biological, and nuclear weapons, all the way to IEDs. They're utilized in both a national defense and public safety setting, meaning they can be deployed overseas, or they can work with local, state, or federal law enforcement to protect high-profile personnel and the public. They also have opportunities to deploy with aircraft carriers and can even work with dolphins and sea lions in the Navy Marine Mammal Program. Due to the nature of their duties, they have various types of equipment to help them get the job done. They have bomb suits, robots, high-tech gear, and loads of stuff to assist them. Thus, the Navy EOD community offers you many opportunities to nerd out and get really technical with the stuff you do. Throughout a tech's career, you'll be able to master your craft and earn your senior and master tech pins, which showcase your expertise, capabilities, and commitment to the community. You can also showcase your expertise, capabilities, and commitment to War Planet Online, today's sponsor. WPO is a multiplayer military real-time strategy game available on Android, iOS, PC, and Mac. From its military units to the world map, this game is full of realism. You can build your own custom base and stockpile troops, tanks, and helicopters, all in preparation to conquer key cities like New York, Paris, Moscow, and Tokyo. Order your armies to battle in combat against both players and AI troops, and use the power of different lieutenants to revolutionize your game. Each of the new 6 lieutenants is unique, allowing you to tailor your army composition and create dynamic strategic combinations, such as Lieutenant Wolfgang, the player favorite. Not only do they have all of that, but they also have none other than the epic John Rambo joining the game. If you don't know who he is, he's the worst nightmare. Make sure to join the Rambo First Blood chain event until August 6th. Prepare for epic action and exclusive time-limited Rambo rewards, including the powerful Lieutenant Rambo character. You can also win a Rambo avatar, emojis, base decorations, and profile frames. So make sure to download WPO for free by using our link in the description below or scan the QR code on screen. Thank you to Gameloft's War Planet Online for sponsoring this video, and don't forget to join by August 6th to get your hands on Rambo and the new lieutenants. One of the biggest things that sets apart Navy EOD from the other EOD communities is their maritime skills and the fact that they are considered special operations. Let us explain. Although the USMC EOD community is beginning to dive, underwater explosives training is literally what Navy EOD is known for. It is the Navy after all, so we would hope so. Although every branch of EOD goes to the same school over at Eglin Air Force Base, Florida, the Navy guys and gals are the only ones who must complete dive school before showing up, as well as receiving underwater explosives training at the schoolhouse. But we'll touch on more of the Navy EOD pipeline later in the video. Navy EOD is also considered as special operations, whereas the other communities generally aren't. But don't get it twisted, there's 2 types of soft communities in the Navy: Naval Special Warfare and Naval Special Operations. NSW is where the SEALs and SWCS are, which fall under SOCOM, whereas Navy EOD falls under Naval Special Operations, which is under the Navy Expeditionary Combat Command. Avoiding lots of technicalities, just understand that falling under NSW and NSO means you get separate missions, funding, and oversight. Bottom line, while Navy EOD often works with special operations communities from both US and foreign units, they themselves do not fall under SOCOM. Despite that, they're treated much better than the fleet, and they have many opportunities to still train up alongside other operators. They jump, dive, learn their EOD stuff, and receive training so they can be leveraged as shooters alongside their soft counterparts. While their primary mission as force multipliers is to render safe explosives, you can often find Navy EOD techs being better shooters than some of the guys they're augmenting. Because of the wide array of communities they can serve alongside with, Navy EOD techs have a lot of cool opportunities for follow-on training schools. Some of these they can attend are intermediate or advanced expeditionary combat school, combat medicine courses, helicopter rope suspension training, free fall, parachute rigging school, advanced improvised explosive device disposal, jump master training, SEER school, high altitude cold weather training, small unit tactics, small arms instructor, language school, and much more. Now that you have a general overview of what Navy EOD is and does, let's move on to their training pipeline and how you can join this community. What does it take to become a Navy EOD technician? While you will be tested on your physicality, the Navy EOD pipeline requires just as much brains as it does brawn. But before you get the opportunity to actually begin to learn the EOD craft, you'll have to make it through their difficult selection process. After boot camp, Navy EOD candidates attend a two-part preliminary process. The first part is called Dive Prep, which is a 3-week course where candidates will train both in and out of the pool. You must pass the Navy EOD physical screening test to move on to the next part of training, but we'll cover more on the PST later. The second part, called the Assessment and Selection course, is the real gut check of the Navy EOD pipeline. In this 4-week course, you'll be put to the test in a multitude of pool and land events, from IWPs, treading weight, aquatic adaptability tests, underwater knot tying, runs, rucks, and a whole lot more. Many candidates are known to quit from the sheer difficulty in being unprepared in the water. So if you want to join this community, you better get swimming. If you enjoy our content and want to support the channel, please help us reach our goal of 5,000 Facebook followers. If you don't have a Facebook but still want to support us, please consider contributing to us on Patreon, where we have some pretty cool benefits. The links to these will be in the description and pinned comment below, or scan the QR codes on screen. After ASC, candidates will move on to dive school to learn the basics of underwater diving. And in case you were wondering, Navy EOD does not learn how to conduct combatant diving. It's just not in their mission set. After dive school is EOD school, where they will learn the meat and potatoes of their profession. EOD school is arduous, long, and academically challenging. Even the most intelligent people may wind up getting rolled back or dropped for poor performance. There are various topics in the world of explosives that need to be covered, and everything moves at a fast pace. If you double tap a test, which means failing it twice, you are subject to an academic review board. And on top of it all, the stuff you learn is classified, so you're not allowed to take your books back with you to your room to study. That means long days of learning and studying. Topics range from demolition, basic EOD skill sets, IEDs, and ground, air, sea burn, and underwater ordnance. Upon completion of EOD school, they will earn their crab, which looks like this. After EOD school, Navy EOD techs will wrap up their training pipeline with jump school, expeditionary combat skills course, and an EOD tactical training course. They'll be stationed at an EOD mobile unit within one of the 2 EOD mobile groups, and the typical locations are shown on screen now. For those interested in joining this community, how do you get in? There's a few ways to join. You can join through the Navy's Warrior Challenge program as a civilian, you can cross-rate as an active duty sailor, or you can join as an officer. Joining as an EOD officer as a civilian is extremely rare, so we're not going to touch on that. For civilians trying to get a Navy EOD contract, among other things, you'll have to pass and crush the Navy EOD physical screening test. The PST consists of a 500-yard swim, max push-ups in 2 minutes, max sit-ups in 2 minutes, max pull-ups, and a 1.5-mile run. The minimums for the Navy EOD PST are that you need to have a combined run and swim time of less than 21 minutes, but each individual event cannot exceed 12 minutes and 30 seconds, as well as 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, and 6 pull-ups. But again, if you're looking to get a contract, you'll have to do much better than the minimums. If you're looking to cross-rate into EOD, not only will you have to pass the PST, but you'll have many more hoops to jump through. Make sure to check the EOD community summary page to see if it's even possible for your year group. If you're a hard charger and want to learn more, MilPersman 1200-200 details everything you need to know to join this community. We'll leave a link to it in the description below. And that's Navy EOD in a nutshell. The Navy EOD community is an awesome profession to work in and is full of many rewarding and unique experiences and opportunities. Well, that is the down and dirty of US Navy EOD. If you learned something from this video, make sure to give us a like and subscribe to our channel. As always, thank you for watching. Do you even want to be here? A special thank you to all of our supporters in our Patreon and YouTube membership. If you'd like to be featured in our videos, consider joining and go check out the links in our description below. Your contribution is greatly appreciated and will help us create more great content.
All your friends are subscribing to General Discharge, and you don't even want to be here.